Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This time I'm going to sit in an F-16. My opponent...
Cowboy 1-1, taxi, runway 11, hold short.
My opponent should be MiG-29. I have an AVAX, he has an AVAX, so let's go in the air and see how this goes. I'm gonna start the recording so I can I can go through the tape later on, just to show you how the battle went during the time.
Cowboy 1-1, request clearance for departure.
Cowboy 1-1, Amidola, power, position and hold, runway 11.
Okay, I'm carrying 6 AMRAAMs. It should be C4 variant, 2 fuel tanks, and
Cowboy
1
1-1,
ACMI
Amidola,
pod.
power, you are cleared for takeoff, runway 11, depart heading 075.
Okay, let's go for the takeoff, and let's head towards the enemy. This is a controlled environment, so there shouldn't be any other opponents. Anything is a tactical engagement. It's not the campaign itself, so it's a build-up mission.
Altitude, 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 altitude.
Okay, let's head towards the steer point. 2.
Cowboy 1-1, Amidola, departure, resume own navigation.
Okay. Okay, it's 6 C4s, as you can see. That's it. Let's set up the bingo for 7100. That should be the moment when my fuel tanks, external fuel tanks, will be empty, so I can drop them off. Master arm on and the jammer on. Okay. I'm ready for the upcoming fight. Let's build up some altitude. It's definitely essential. It will greatly extend my AMRAAM range, and it will increase the probability of kill. Okay, that's me. That's my configuration right now. So as you can see, I'm carrying 6 AMRAAMs, 2 fuel tanks, 1 ACMI pod. This should be F-16 block 52 probably, but I'm not sure right now. Somewhere in the distance there should be MiG-29 taking off. He should be armed with R-77s-Ms probably. So he should have like greater range, greater weapons basically. But I will try to do my best just to shoot him down. I'm sitting on 11,200 pounds of fuel, which is perfect. Still plenty of fuel in my external fuel tank, so I can use it all. Okay, 17,000 feet, let's level up. I'm gonna climb a little bit more, but it will take me a little bit longer. I need to build up some speed together with the altitude, so the speed is also important. It gives you basically the better initial speed for the AMRAAM launch. So also it greatly increases the AMRAAM range. So far, nothing on my radar. Probably he's still far away. Definitely outside my radar range. Okay, 20,000 speed. 20,000 feet, speed 0.79, 0.80.
Dallas 1, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity detected, bullseye, 075, 260 miles.
Okay.
Sentry 1, Cowboy 1-1. Request vector to threat. Cowboy 1, Sentry 1, I don't have anything.
Okay, see, he is still outside my airspace. Basically, I was just notified by the AVAX that he just took off. So he is just going to head towards me and start to climb. The separation between us should be like 200 miles. So pretty far away. I'm just looking at this recording bar here, which is slowly progressing from the left to the right. I've set up the ACMI file to be big, like 50 megabytes. Hopefully it will like record all the battles, so I can see it later on. If not, I have to extend this the file size basically maybe to 500, so it will be able to record such long battles. Or I can switch it off now and switch it on later once the aircraft is visible somewhere close to me. So maybe I'm gonna switch it off now and we'll switch it on in the moment when the bandit will appear on my radar screen. Maybe let's use a little bit of time compression. So I'll save your time as well. I'm in 25,000 feet, which seems to be enough. I don't want to be too high, simply because I need to go defensive into more denser air, and ascending from the 25,000 feet, it will definitely take some time. Basically, you want to be in thinner air for your missile to be launched and to reach like greater distances, but on the other side you want to be in the more denser air against enemy missiles which been fired at you, so you can easily outrun them in the more denser air, which causes more friction for the missile. That's the purpose. Okay, I'm closing to the base, to the enemy base. Basically, I can see some systems which should be protecting the base, and I can see the bandit. There was something on the radar, so I'm gonna turn on the recording once again. Okay. New file has been created, so I'm gonna get it later. And there was something on my radar screen. Let's say 65, 64 miles away, 63 miles. Can't lock it now. It's definitely an air target there. Looks like he's jamming, so I'm still unable to lock him. Let's increase my speed. I'd like to be supersonic for the launch. It will be basically better for my AMRAAM, just to have like more initial speed, and on the other side it will allow me to be defensive much quicker in case of his missile launch. Enemy is like in 57 miles away. I still do not know his altitude, I can't see it yet. 58 miles. 1.1 Mach, my current speed. I don't know the speed of the target, I don't know the altitude of the target. I just know his average position, somewhere like 58 miles in front of me. Okay, 52 miles. We are definitely closing to each other, very slowly getting into the envelope of my AMRAAM, so soon I'll create a launch possibility. .2 Mach, that's great. It's always nice to launch your AMRAAMs in like 500 knots and more. Therefore the AMRAAM is really like very deadly. Okay, locked. He immediately turned away. He's in 27,000 feet. So let me launch the missile and let's go defensive. I'm not going to fly cold yet. I'm gonna put him into the gimbal limit of my radar, and I can see that he is just launching his missile at me. The missile should be already in the air, so I'm gonna stay like this defensive as long as possible. 4, 2, 1, 0. Let's go cold. Oh, I pulled too hard. So I'm going defensive. Let's see my AMRAAM. Looks like he's not tracking. And there is a missile behind me already. So let's try to dodge it.
Altitude.
Okay, I think we are okay. The missile is still behind me, but should be quite slow already. I think I've beaten it. Let's go back and let's try to fly over it.
Bearing 045, 20 miles, 22,000.
Okay, he's in 22,000. That should be the previous missile, not the new one. Okay, what about this AMRAAM? It's going stupid as well. But I do not see any spike, so that means that the MiG-29 is going cold as well. He is going defensive, so I might be able to push him. So let's continue towards him. Looks like he's definitely flying cold to me. 38,000 feet, excuse me, is it right? Or is it just he's jamming? So if he's like in 30... Oh, the missile is in 62,000 feet already. Looks like he turned back. I'm unable to see him. And he's unable to lock me yet as well. Just because of my jammer. This is my end. Let's fire a Pitbull there. Or Mad Dog, sorry. And it's too late for me. It's too late. I was shot down basically. Like there is no tomorrow. Okay, let's see it from outside. I'm burning, so let's eject. Where is my wreck? It exploded already. I don't know where. Okay, there. That is just some debris flying off from the sky. So I've been shot down by the MiG-29. Let's see it from the tape. I'd like to see that AMRAAM or my AMRAAMs, why that missed. So first, second, third missed as well, and I was shot down by the R-77M, which is definitely a superior missile to mine. Let's see the ACMI file. It should be the tape number 2. Okay, let's load it. And let's see how it goes. I don't know how to properly operate these files. Sorry for that. I'm just learning as well. I can't focus on the MiG-29. I don't know why. Okay, seems like I'm in 26,000 feet. Still waiting for the proper lock of my radar. And soon I'll be launching my AM-120 AMRAAM. Probably I can see the MiG-29, which is too far away. And I can see the AMRAAM 1 as well, because it's still not launched. So let's jump back to me. Let's wait for the AMRAAM launch. Okay, there's the MiG-29. Already appeared on my radar. And let's see the missiles, how they'll be flying. So I'm quite fast. I'm very fast when comparing to this MiG-29. It's just at about 290 knots, but he's very high. And there is the missile flying from him towards me. Still, I'm giving enough homing for the missile. I'm keeping the lock. Now the missile goes pitbull, so I'm turning cold just to defense from this R-77. And looks like my missile. Let me switch to it. It should definitely hit him. It has like perfect homing, but okay, it definitely goes stupid. So let's see me again. Now I'm flying like cold, completely cold, away from the missile. It shouldn't be able to catch me, definitely. And now I'm climbing already over the missile. That's the moment where I still saw the M on my RWR, but the missile has simply not enough kinetic energy to climb up into my altitude. Another missile launch from me. I should definitely keep him locked for a longer period of time for that AMRAAM to be able to hit him. because it seems like this AMRAAM goes really stupid from the first launch, from the initial launch already. So it's flying way too high. Okay. Definitely not a good enough launch, but on the other side, it causes the warning on the MiG-29, definitely. So the MiG-29 is now warned about the missile in the air. So he's paying attention to that. He's trying to defend this missile, which allows me to going aggressive against this MiG-29. But unfortunately, I was unable to get proper lock. His jamming was like too much for me, so I was unable to lock him, and he launched the next missile. I just fired a Mad Dog missile, which is like without the homing. It's going just straight and waits until it finds something, but it was really late for me, as you can see. Okay, that was the fight. Let's close it. Let's load it again, and I would like to repeat it once again. So that the sweep missions, and let's bring some AMRAAM Bs as well. Maybe I'm gonna switch for them during the flight. Let's go for the takeoff again. Hopefully this second round goes better. I'm gonna fire the AMRAAM B first, and then later on we'll switch to the C4 variant. Unfortunately, there are no like C5s or D available for the tactical engagement for the Balkan 2010. So I cannot test like the more advanced or later produced AMRAAMs. Okay, let's jump into the cockpit. Basically, all the preparations should be the same. I'm gonna take off from the Amendola airbase probably once again. I'm not sure whether this is Amendola or not, but probably yes. So let's go for the takeoff.
Cowboy,
Steer point
1-1,
2
taxi,
selected,
runway 11, hold short.
bingo set to 7,100. I'm going to climb into 20,000 feet this time, not going, or maybe 22,000, not going higher, just to be able to
Cowboy 1-1. Request clearance for departure.
return back to
Cowboy,
the sea level
1-1, Amendola,
much
tower,
quicker.
position and hold. Runway 11.
Okay, it's Amendola airbase, runway 11, so let's go for the takeoff.
Cowboy, 1-1, Amendola, tower, you are cleared for takeoff. Runway 11, depart heading 075.
Altitude, 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 altitude.
Cowboy, 1-1, Amendola, departure, resume own navigation.
Okay. AMRAAM B selected as a
Sunrise.
first missile. Let's use some time compression, and again I'm gonna wait until the MiG will appear on my radar screen. Going to level up in 20,000 feet. Like this. Okay, perfect. Now let's build up some speed.
Dallas 1, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity detected, bullseye, 075, 260 miles.
Okay, 260 miles away, down onto my direction. The MiG-29 just took off. So we have still a lot of time before we meet each other. I expect him to be flying at 27,000 feet again, like he used to fly in the previous round. I'm pretty sure that the AI flies like the same all the time. Okay, I'm slowly closing to the next steer point, and he's there. Okay, I can see him on the radar screen already. So let's master arm on. Let's build up the speed. Let's switch to the AMRAAM B. As you can see, there are 2 AMRAAM Bs and 4 C-Force AMRAAMs. So let's go for the B variant. Let's tighten my antenna movement so I get the target updates much often. 1.10 Mach again. Let's go, let's go. Let's make the first AMRAAM count already. Basically, the R-77M is significantly a better missile. It has like not even the greater range and the speed as well, but also like the acceleration of the missile is much higher. Therefore, it's very quickly appearing on your RWR that the missile is in the terminal phase, like the pitbull phase, I mean. So it's using its own radar to acquire the target. And therefore it's also allowing you to go defensive much earlier than, for example, the B variant of the AMRAAM, which is accelerating much slower than, for example, the C5 or the R-77. Okay, he's like in... Let's record the session. He's like in... Okay, I was switching the weapons. He's in range, so let's fire my first AMRAAM and let's put him into the gimbal limit, to this... the gimbal limit of my radar, I mean. So far looks like he was unable to lock me. He was unable to get some lock conditions for his R-77, so it might be now he's locking me. Okay, now there should be a missile in the way. But my missile should be able to see him like now. Let's go defensive. Oh. I'm always forgetting that I'm Cat 3 with these fuel tanks and I'm pulling like full Gs. And the missile is here already. Seems like the MiG is already committed or recommitted to me, which is very suspicious. It's like my AMRAAM might miss him. And this R-77 seems to be really dangerous for me. It's very close to me. According to the information from the RWR, it's almost behind me. I'm really getting nervous about it. let's climb up and let's try to fly over this missile. Hopefully it will not be able to catch me. I'm unable to see it anywhere. Oh, there it is. No, no, no. Okay, it exploded. It exploded, and I have no information about the target.
1, Cowboy 1-1. Request vector to threat. Cowboy 1, Sentry 1. I don't have anything.
No threat. Okay. So, it seems that the target has been destroyed. There are no signs of the MiG-29. Okay, and somewhere behind this base there should be an A-50 mainstay, which is the Soviet type of AWACS aircraft. So ideally I would like to penetrate this some coverage and try to destroy this AWACS as well. But I'm not sure about these SA-5s. I don't know whether this is a good idea to fly into the SA-5 circle. It's very big, quite huge. And so far I'm unable to see anything on my radar. Although the A-50 is quite a big aircraft, I'm unable to see it. Let me ask my AWACS.
Sentry 1, Cowboy 1-1. Picture.
Maybe he might be able to see it.
1-1, Sentry 1. Picture clear.
Picture clear. Okay, that's really interesting. I don't remember. This is like my very old mission, built up very... Okay, there is the AWACS in this air. Something's on my RWR, but it seems like some ground unit, like the AAA radar. And usually the A with one dot means like Shilka. But there shouldn't be any Shilka down below. Let's fly like this. Maybe I will be able to see it. SA-5 appeared. Okay, so that was not the Shilka, it was SA-5. Which is trying to lock me, but...
Sentry 1, Cowboy 1-1. Picture. Cowboy 1-1, Sentry 1. Picture clear.
Picture clear. I'm unable to see anything on my radar yet. There is the SA-5, which should be like 66 miles in front of me. And probably would like to shoot at me. Okay, I just entered the circle. So I'm inside the threat circle of both of the SA-5s. They are locking me already. I don't know why I wasn't warned about the fuel. It's like 6,300 and my bingo is set to 7,100. Interesting why I wasn't warned, like... Okay, I've dropped the external fuel tanks. I'm scanning the air, but seems like really there is like nothing in the air, so probably there is no Russian type of AWACS in the air. Looks like the SA-5 is unable to burn through my jammer. It's not a modern type of the radar, it's quite old, so perhaps it's not so easy for it to lock me. They're definitely able to see me, but they are unable to get any launch conditions for the SA-5 missile. But I'm pretty sure that they will launch the missile at me very soon, as I'm closing to the middle of the circle. In 33,000 feet, I'm very visible. Nice contact, definitely, so they should be able to burn through my jammer any second from now. Maybe I can try to land on their airfield. I can see it down in the distance, so maybe let's try to land there. Although there might be some SA-7, for example, protecting the base as well. Okay, I can see the missile launch in the distance. So let's go, let's descend lower. It's just one missile heading towards me.
Altitude. Pull up, 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 pull up.
Okay, it's unable to see me now. I suppose now both of the launchers will fire at me. Okay, there is another missile launch in the air. Or is it the old one?
Sentry 1, Cowboy 1-1, picture. Cowboy 1-1, Sentry 1, picture clear.
Okay, I'm quite low, so they are probably unable to lock me properly. So let's go for the landing. But I do expect some SA-7 to be launched at me very quickly from the SA-5. Definitely they are also using such small manpads to protect them. It's not just the SA-5, it's usually a combination of some trucks, some, I don't know, some UAZ vehicles. Oh. Now you can see it. Okay. Okay. I've landed. Oh, what happened to my wheels? Interesting. I've never seen something like that. I'm not damaged at all. This does the flight controls fault just because I was pulling too much G's with the external fuel tanks, but nothing happened to my landing gear, so that's really interesting. Okay, let's turn off the recording. Let's go back to the debriefing screen. And let's see this tape, how this goes. Okay, 1 kill. MiG-29SM destroyed. And there were like 2 SA-5s launched at me 30 seconds later on. And SA-14 launched as well. So let's see the tape. It should be this third tape here. Okay, let's go. So this missile should perfectly, the first AMRAAM should perfectly hit. That's the AMRAAM. Fire it at greater range that he was able to launch his missile. Now his missile is in the air. I'm already almost in the beam position, so it's much difficult for his R-77 to hit me. It has to travel like greater distance just because I'm... And now my missile goes Pitbull, so it's able to see this MiG-29, and I'm going cold just to defend this R-77, and it will go very close to me. So that what you see is simply... Okay, my AMRAAM will hit him. Okay, there was a hit. And there is his R-77 going for me. You can see how I'm trying to dodge it. It's very challenging. It's very close though. Flying the lead course definitely, so that's why you defend the missile. You change your your heading. So if it wants to hit you, it has to change the missile has to change the heading more rapidly, just because it's flying on the head course or lead course. Okay, now it exploded. So that's the trajectory of the missile, which was trying to shoot me down. Maybe let's fast forward to the SA-5 situation. Okay, let's fast forward a little bit. Now there should be a missile launch. Okay, there is the missile. I'm going defensive. Down below. I might be able to dodge this missile even without going below the horizon. So from now on, I just disappeared from the SA-5 tracking radar. So the missile is stupid. simply is unable to track me, and it crashed like the ballistic. And there is another SA-5 just being launched, and it also crashed somewhere behind the launching position. Okay, let's fast forward till the last SA-14 will be launched at me. There are multiple SA-5 launchers, like together. Some Zils, as you can see, some trucks here, and that's the SA-14, which will very soon launch a missile at me. Okay, there is the missile. And it exploded somewhere behind me. Okay, and I'm going for the landing, guys. So, that was the 2 rounds of flying against MiG-29. I was quite unsuccessful in the first one. Basically, my AMRAAMs were unable to connect properly with the target, although I was leading them all the way until the Pitbull. And in the last round, you saw basically a perfect AMRAAM launched against the MiG-29, although he was like superior when talking about the missile, about the weapons. So I was able to get the target acquisition earlier than he was able, and I was able to launch my AMRAAM earlier than he was able to launch his missile. So basically that means the difference. Maybe my EZM saved me a lot this time, so he was unable to burn through my EZM pod through my jamming, and I was able to burn through his jamming like much quicker or much easier. Guys, thank you for watching. If you love such videos, if you like them, simply maybe write something into the comment section. I can follow on. Maybe if you suggest me to fly anything in this game, like if you want to see any other combat aircraft, some build-up scenarios, just write it into the comment section. I can build up some scenario and fly it. It's no problem for me. Guys, thank you for watching as always, and have fun, take care, and bye.